Robert Kennedy's interview with Mike Tyson, when Mike Tyson had him on the podcast, YouTube removed it. They
Why?
also, because of COVID, what they think is COVID misinformation, which, by the way, has been 100% verified. Everything that he said is true. All the things he said about the side effects, all the things he said about the efficacy of the vaccine, all the things that he said about how they tested it, how they came to the conclusions that it was effective, all of it is very disturbing stuff. And it's, they removed Theo Vaughn had an interview with Bobby Kennedy. They removed that as well. YouTube is going, ever since he decided to run for president, they're taking these interviews that have been up for a year plus, and they're taking them down.
How much, because you're exclusively on Spotify now, right?
Uh-huh.
How much issue did you guys have with that on YouTube?
Well, we came over right when it was happening.
Okay.
So if we put stuff up on, like, say if I had the Robert Malone episode on Spotify and I decided to put the episode as well on YouTube, the entire episode, I'm sure YouTube would take it down. Meanwhile, what he's saying has all been proven to be true. The same thing with Peter McCullough. The only thing that Peter McCullough got wrong is he said that if you get COVID, you get over it, you're not going to get it again. You do get it again. Some people get it bad. But what's fascinating is a recent study by the Cleveland Clinic. Recent study showed that the more COVID shots you get, the more likely you are to get COVID.
Really?
Yeah. And this is the Cleveland Clinic. This is like the number 2 clinic in the country. This is like a huge news story. And, if you put that on YouTube, you might get demonetized. You might get your episode pulled.
But meanwhile, CNN can make your face the color of the yellow Rogan lights behind you, and that's okay?
Yeah.
First off, that shit was hilarious.
It was hilarious. Well, it's just hilarious, first of all, that they went that far out of the way to lie that they would put a filter on my face. Like, they had an agenda so hardcore, and they were so dumb about it. Like, everything. Like, if you really cared about the news, why wouldn't you ask how I got better so quick?
Yeah.
If you really wanted people to get better. But there was only one narrative. The narrative is you must get vaccinated. If you don't get vaccines are the only way to stop this thing. It's not true at all. It's never been true. It's not true. It's 100% not true. You can recover from it. In fact, most people do. And if you do get vaccinated, there's a possibility that you could have a vaccine injury. That's true too. If you said any of those things on YouTube, they would get you pulled. It's because they're sponsored by pharmaceutical drug companies. That's why. It's not because they care about you.